This is no joke. This is no joke. Another full body workout. I'm starting out with clean and press, but I'm using my jammer attachment, and it is ridiculously heavy. I don't know what the total weight is, but the bar obviously is 20 kilos, and then you've got the jammer itself. I don't know what that is, 15, 20 kilos, maybe another 20 kilos, I don't know. And then I've got, I'm up to 320 plates aside. So I would imagine it's something like 160 in the hand. I don't know. The only thing is when you press it over your head, obviously there's leverage. But to clean it is quite challenging. But the jammer itself really rotates nicely. And I'm trying to be relatively athletic for me, trying to explode, trying to dip under the bar a little bit. I'm not very good at that stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'm going to try another 10 kilos aside. That actually felt pretty good. To be fair, I don't know what I'll actually get. But being explosive and dipping underneath the bar wasn't too bad for the clean. The press isn't too bad when it's in your hand, because I said there's quite a lot of leverage. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a bad standing presser anyway. It's the clean that's challenging. But as I said, I'm trying to explode and dip under it a little bit. We'll just see. We'll just see. Ooh. So this is my 4th full body workout this week. This is currently Saturday morning. Normally I train at my local gym on a Saturday morning, but one of my clients, who's also one of my younger cousins, you've seen him on the channel, Latalo, Black Hulk. He competes in grappling, so he's actually fighting in a couple of hours time. So I'm getting what time was it now? Oh, it's 8:45 now. I started about half an hour ago. By the time I set up and everything, probably about half an hour ago. So I've got to drive quite a distance in a few hours time to go and see him, so to go and support him fighting. Hopefully we'll have a nice day. In the meantime, work still needs to get done. Okay, anyway, 160, well, probably a bit more, I don't even know. 3 plates of the 10 on the bar. Oh. That's what happens when you're your own cameraman. Well, I guess the weights aren't fake, because it was vibrating it that much that it was just jumping my camera all over the place. I can't repeat that, guys. Sorry. Hopefully, you can see. You saw enough of it. You saw enough of it. So that was my top set. 3 plates and a 10 per side. I've got my camera set quite close to the frame, and as you saw, it obviously must be reasonably heavy because it's vibrating the whole room and shaking my camera that much. Oh well, so apologies, but the strength is not there to repeat that. So hopefully you guys got the idea anyway. So clean and press, massive exercise to start with. That just hits the whole body, to be honest with you. Clean and press is so underrated and so underutilized. Now, normally, a lot of the time I do my clean and press outside. You guys have seen, particularly over summer, I did a lot of standing press outside. But at the moment, my garden is absolute mud pit because it's England, it's December, and the weather is horrific. So it is either frosty or it is pouring with rain, one or the other. So the ground outside is absolutely sodden. So I did actually try standing press outside just out of curiosity, and literally I put 60 kilos on the bar, and as I was pressing I was sinking into the ground. So it's just simply not safe. I can't do it outside. So any of my standing pressing, unfortunately, is either done at my local gym, or I have to use things like Viking press, or as you just saw there, my jammer for the clean and press. Even so, it was still pretty good. So if you are looking to do full body workouts and things like that, this is my 4th one of the week. I'm trying to mix up the exercises. I'm actually going to move on to an incline log press next. I very rarely use my log. I just saw it and got it out and fancied having a mess. So while I was getting out my jammer, the log was right next to it. So I thought, why not do a bit of log press? So aim of today, clean and press. I'm going to get some, so clean and press hits obviously your whole shoulder complex, traps, all that good stuff, along with your lower back, glutes, hamstrings, posterior chain, generally speaking. Incline log press focused on delts, triceps, and obviously chest. And then I'm going to probably do some heavy swings. I've got a duck walk implement, which I basically use as a makeshift kettlebell. So I'm going to do heavy swings for posterior chain, lower back, hamstrings. I might not do any direct quad work today. I'll see. I might later on. I'll see. Having done 3 decently heavy squats this week, I just have to be aware of not overloading too much, because hopefully you've seen my other workouts. I hit over 300 kilos on the box squat. I hit 220 plus chains on a Zercher squat, and I hit a 6-plate back squat. So that's 3 very heavy squats this week. So I'm not as young as I used to be. So in terms of recovery and recovery management, I just have to be aware of that. But even so, the back of the leg is getting quite a lot of work today through the hamstrings and glutes and things. So yeah, I'm going to move on to log press and then get some kettlebell swings. That was way heavier than it should have been. What I always forget with these is the actual log is around 30 kilos, maybe a little over 30 kilos. I bought it many years ago. It's a mini log, but it's like 30, 32, 35 kilos, something like that. So even though there's only 2 plates on here, it's actually a lot heavier. It was actually closer to 140 than it is to 100. So I have to try and remember that. Right, I'm just gonna go straight to 3 plates. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to 3 plates. I was thinking of putting a 10 on, but I think that'll just burn out my energy, to be honest with you, because I wanted my top set to be 3 plates, but I'm just going to try and get 3 plates for whatever I can. The clean isn't too bad. Again, if you've got the technique right, you have to sort of dip the handles down, get it onto your, like deadlift it onto your knee, and then you have to really like pull it into your body and then just roll back with it. So even though it's a reasonable amount of weight, it's not, once you've got the technique down, for a seated clean like this, it's not too bad. I'm not saying that's the same for a standing clean with the log. I find that a lot harder, but for a seated clean, you can get in position quite easily. Anyway, enough talking, I'm gonna set up. Oh. Yeah. Oh. That wasn't fun. And my bench just slipped as well. Well, I guess the weights must be real today. My camera's been knocked all over the place. My bench just got pushed out of position. Oh man. Right now, even though this is a full body workout, or should I say, it is a full body workout, but it really is a full body workout. The exercises I've done today are just kind of brutal strength exercises. The jammer clean and press, just picking something up heavy from the ground and throwing it up in the air. It's really important. It's nice to be strong in your sort of conventional positions, you know, your squat, your bench, your deadlift. But sometimes, you know, throwing something up in the air with your own power is really rewarding. Now that log press was quite a relatively humbling experience, because literally cleaning the log from the ground and then doing an incline press with it, or low incline press with it, was tough because it just sapped so much energy just cleaning it and then resting it on your chest and all that stuff. And I think I got, was it 8? I think 7 or 8 with it. But, you know, just throw these kind of things in here and there. Because you just want to be strong. Whatever you do, you want to be strong. It's nice to look good. And it's nice to have like big numbers, like I said, in your conventional squat bench dead and what have you. But sometimes just picking up something really heavy and awkward and figuring out how to lift it does you the world of good. Because there are times in life when you just have to pick up something weird and move with it or press it or whatever. I'm not saying there are going to be times in your life when you've got to pick up a tree and press 160 kilo tree. I don't mean that. But there are going to be times when you are going to get caught out and your strength will be exposed when you really need it. So, you know, as I said, just throw some of these things in here and there. Okay, swings, weighted swings. So I'm not really calling what you say kettlebell swings, but weighted swings. Posterior chain, lower back glutes, hamstrings, traps to an extent, grip as well. Gets a lot of bang for your buck, and also it's pretty good in terms of conditioning as well, because as you guys know, kettlebell swings are traditionally more of a conditioning type of exercise. I'm gonna do my best to work up to something pretty heavy. My handle is 10 kilos, and so far I just put 220 plates on there. So far up to 50 kilos. So I'm just gonna go up a plate at a time until I get to something pretty heavy. I haven't done them for a while, but they're pretty good fun. Not sure how heavy I'm going to go. I've got 3 plates on there now. So that's 60 plus a 10 kilo. So 70 kilos. I've got a few plates out. I'm just going to see. Again, this involves quite a lot of full body control. You're really going to push your hips through, but you've got to learn to brace and catch it as well. Like I said, absolutely great for the posterior chain. Hips, glutes, hams, feel your traps working. And you just have to be pretty strong because it does throw you around. So if you can imagine taking a 70 kilo person and just throwing them in the air, that's basically what you're doing. Right, gonna try 90 kilos. This should start to be fun now. So again, just imagine taking a 90 kilo person, what's that, about 190, 200 pounds, taking a 200 pound person and throwing them up in the air and then controlling it back down. That's what I'm basically doing here. So it is quite challenging. Whew. Okay, it's getting there now. What I may find is I'm going to shove another 20 kilos onto 110 kilos. What I may find now is I don't swing it quite so high. The higher you swing it, the harder it comes back down, and it really starts to throw you around. Now, even though I weigh around 135, 136 kilos at the moment, I'm not heavy enough to really stop that momentum. I think if you're a heavier guy than me, you might be able to, but I do find body weight at the moment is a factor. I'm pretty big, but I'm not that big. Yeah, so 110. And you can really feel it trying to snap out of your grip at the moment as well. As you lift, you have to build momentum, and it really does become a full body workout. So you'll see me slowly but surely use the momentum, add a bit more body English, add a bit more hip drive to eventually get it up. It does use your shoulders, but it's primarily from the glutes, lower back and hips. Yeah, that one hit the spot. I think I'm definitely going to start incorporating this again. I haven't done it for a while. And it's really whooping me. And I like that. I like doing challenging things. Alright, I'm going to have a mess around. I'm going to throw on the last plate. So I'll take it up to 130, which is enough for me. Okay, again, just doing my best to control and manage the weight as it comes down, like cushion the blow, almost. Believe it or not, I actually do a lot of these exercises with my fighters, because you guys have probably seen on my channel, I've got quite a few fighters who I train. And it is about learning to cushion and go with blows and things like that. I'm not saying doing these is going to make you a great fighter, I don't mean that. But it just kind of teaches your body mechanics a little bit and how to go with momentum. Rather than standing there solid and taking a shot, you kind of absorb it and go with it, and it takes away some of the impact. Okay, last set. That's enough. Okay. All right, that's enough for today. In about an hour, I've got to make a long drive to Coventry to go and give my client / cousin, Black Hulk, some support. So hopefully he's going to do very well today. He's competing in gi and non-gi, heavyweight. His last few competitions he's done very, very well. Absolutely dominated. We've made him strong and got him some good conditioning. So hopefully we're going to repeat today. He's blue belt, so he's competing at a decent level. It's like a national level competition. So hopefully he's doing well. So
long night now. There we go, Taylor. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Yes, Taylor. Come, Taylor. There we go. There we go. Dangerous guy. Dangerous guy. We know what's wrong. First gold medal. Let's go. First gold medal. Yes.
So anyway, back to the training. So, as I said, this is my 4th full body workout this week. So clean and press, followed by some log press, incline log press, followed by some heavy swings. I said to you guys, if you are doing full body multiple times a week, just be aware of fatigue management. I was aware of my legs, they just didn't feel recovered at all. My quads felt tight. I'm aware of my knees and things like that because I've done 3 heavy squats this week, which is quite rare for me. I normally don't do more than 2 heavy squats per week, depending on my training cycle. But the most I ever do is 2 ordinarily. So hitting 3 decently heavy squats. I'm not saying they're my maximum weights I've ever done, but they are, you know, a 260 back squat, a 310, 320-ish with the chains box squat, and 220 plus chains, so probably about 240, 260 Zercher squat, all in a space of, what's that, 5 days, was it? Something like that. So I've like trained every other day with them. So just be aware of fatigue management. Rotate your exercise, it absolutely does work. But if you are someone like me who's a bit of a meathead and enjoys going very heavy all the time, just be aware. It might well be that you could do this type of workout, but just cycle it like I do in terms of do a heavy day, do a more bodybuilding day, and do more of a support day. So on your heavy, and I have done this in the past, so on your heavy day, you know, you might go max squat, bench, dead and military press. On your bodybuilding day, you might do those types of exercises, but for reps, or you might be using machines, depending if you're in a gym. You know, lat pull downs, cable rows, hammer strength bench press, things like that. It's still good work, but you might up the rep range to 15 or 20 or whatever. And on your support day, that might be where you do more in the way of things like close grip bench, chin ups for the biceps and for the back, things like that. You guys know what you're doing. But me, I just fancied doing as heavy as I could all week. But it has caught up a little bit. So as I said, I was aware today, so I didn't do any direct quad work. But I still got some posterior chain. So my hamstring still got some good work. My glutes got some good work. And lower back got some good work as well. And I don't think my legs are going to disappear anyway, having not squatted for the 4th time this week. So on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications, which is really, really important because I've moaned at you guys plenty of times before. YouTube isn't my #1 fan because I'm just still a relatively small channel. My subs are up So I'm over 1,000. I'm about 1,040-ish, which is absolutely great. Made me very happy, but unfortunately, the views are really down. Most of my videos aren't even getting 100 views at the moment. 50 views, 60 views. And I'm not doing anything different. It's just the algorithm just really isn't pushing my channel at all. I'm trying all the different hashtags. I'm doing all the different clickbaity type of titles and things, but nothing's really sticking at the moment. So if you are a regular viewer, if you hit notifications, that would really help, because I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still uploading 2 or 3 times a week. But as I said, a lot of my views are barely scraping, a lot of my videos are barely scraping 100 views. Whereas when I had 500 subs, literally half the subs I'd got, you know, I was averaging 400-500-ish per video. And my videos aren't any different. It's more of the same. So I know you guys, when you do see the stuff, you seem to quite enjoy it. But it's just literally algorithm isn't pushing my channel at all, because I'm not a gossip-based channel. I just train, lift heavy stuff and have a chat and kind of hopefully share a few tidbits and ideas with you guys. But you know, I have to look at this, it's a passion project. I do this because I just enjoy lifting. I enjoy helping other people. I enjoy talking about lifting, and you know, lifting's a great thing. So, right, anyway, I'll say it one more time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit notifications, all that good stuff. Train hard, have a good week. You guys take care, and I'll speak to you soon.